Hello, guys.
Hello, teacher. Hello, everybody.
Okay, so here we are gonna dive into a presentation from EchoLingo Premium team. Yeah, they will
Yeah.
deliver two presentations on the projects they were preparing for about 1 month, right? And it was related to the project that they have learned from the EcoLingo lessons. All right, and today we will have two presentations. And first we will have from Weng and Wing. All right, so now the stage is yours. So go ahead.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm Quân, and my partner today, Hong Quyên. Today, we are excited to introduce our community project called Balance Circle, a project created by students and for students.
In the past, I was not really passionate about studying. My biggest motivation in learning was simply high right. I love the feeling of achievement good score and being recognized, and that feeling became the main sport that pull me forward in my academic journey for a long time. However, I gradually realized that when such motivation was unclear and unsustainable and began to lose my direction. Studying no longer held meaning for me. I feel confused about my self-worth and stress slowly became a constant reason in my life. I believe that thousands of students in Vietnam experience the same trouble every single day. And that is exactly why our project exists.
And this is our outline of our project. The first is the opening introduction. The second is problem identification. The third is project purpose and target. The fourth is project implementation. The fifth is workshop and sessions. The sixth is resources and sustainability. The seventh is promotion and challenges. The eighth is evaluation and impact. And the last one is conclusion. Okay, let's take a closer look at the current situation. According to a survey by Ministry of Education and Training in 2024, 67% of high school students experience the extreme state and 25% show symptoms of depression. This number clearly shows that stress and mental health challenges are not isolated cases. They affect a large portion of the student population.
When research builds up without support, it affects everything. Learning becomes harder, sleep becomes shorter, confidence becomes weaker, and happiness slowly disappears. Many students study not to go, but just to survive. That's why we believe emotional support should be a part of school life. So, what is the what is the purpose of the balance circle? Our project aims to uh, provide a safe place for students to share their feelings, offer emotion support through peer-to-peer connection, reduce academic stress, and improve well-being, build a more connected and sharing school community. This is not just a project, it's a commitment to mental health and human connection.
Okay, who is participant and beneficial? in this project. The participant it can be project members, psychological consultants, and mentors, and even individual interested in the project. And the beneficiaries in direct, we have more than 1,300 high school students in country. In direct, we have students across the entire province, students in nearby areas, and students who use social media. And the implementation location. In direct, we take place in country high school, and in direct, the Facebook survey we have is balance circle, and post uh, we post our project on this front page. Okay, let's move to the implementation method. Is fill out the survey form and write out your thought and personal issues in it. Next, project members and mentor will work together to gather the information and create a list. Share helpful advice with those students. And furthermore, we also share inspirational talk show content and organize sharing session at school. Invite mentors to come and share with the student. Okay, let's move to the plan. The first plan is stabilize and expand. It's begin in on the August from the August to the 12th, the December. Next is the enhanced impact. We take it for 2 months from January to March. And the last session is summary and handover. We will take it in April to May. Okay.
Continue. We will go to project plan and workshop. The first workshop and session plan. In order to create real and lasting impact, Balance Circle does not focus on only one-time activity. Instead, we design a clear and structured plan with regular workshop and sharing sessions throughout the school year. Workshop plan. We plan to organize at last four main workshops during the project. The first workshop one, understanding academic resource. Early in the school year, helping the student recognize stress and emotional overload. To workshop two is managing stress during exam season before midterm for final exam, sharing practical scoping strategy. Workshop 3 is emotional skill and teenager. Focus on self-awareness, emotional control, and communication. Workshop 4 is finding balance in supply and learning. Reflection, motivation, and long-term mindset building. Each workshop lasts 60 to 90 minutes and include sharing, discussion, and interactive activity.
And the question is, when do activities stop? To ensure effectiveness, we set a condition before launching each activities. A workshop will be organized when at least 15 to 20 students register. When surveys show high stress level before exams, this approach helps us respond to real needs instead of organizing activities without impact. Hmm. And the feedback and response system. Feedback is a key part of balance circle because it helps us understand whether our activity truly supports student emotional well-being. We collect feedback in three main ways. First, we use pre and post workshop survey. Students are asked to rate their stress level before and after each activities, along with short reflection questions. This helps us see how the workshop affects their feeling and mindset. Second, we provide anonymous feedback form. Students can freely share honest opinion and personal experience suggestion for improvement without fear of being judged. And the last is we collect response feedback. This includes short message sharing during the session from student, from teacher, and mentor who work closely with student. And in balance circle, success is not measured only by numbers, but also by emotional changes and student engagement. And all workshops are designed for teenage psychology. And the main topic include understanding emotion, pressure from family, school, and peers, overthinking, comparison, healthy ways, and building self-confidence. And the session will be led by experienced teacher, psychology, or education mentors, and of course, our students who have overcome academic pressure.
To keep the project running, we need human resources, students, team, and mentor, financial resources. We need to 9 to 10 million Vietnam dong per year to keep balance circles sustainable and practical. We estimate an annual budget of around 9 to 10 million Vietnamese đồng. This budget is carefully managed to and used only for essential purpose. First, for communication and promotion, we spend about 2 to 4 million Vietnam đồng per year. This includes 2 million đồng Vietnam đồng for printing poster and flyer, and 1 million Vietnamese đồng for maintaining our fan page and basic design tool. This activity helps students know that the project exists and feel encouraged to join. Second, for our core activity, workshop and sharing session, the estimated cost is around 3 million Vietnamese đồng per year. This core discovered material and has all for workshop, basic refreshment, and technical sports such as microphone and printing. So we provide about 2 million Vietnam đồng for special event, especially Balance Week. This budget is used for activity material, mini game, decoration, and small gift to enrich student engagement. Finally, we reserve a flexible fund of 1 to 2 million Vietnamese đồng for professional emergency emotional support. Overall, with limited funding, Balance Circle focus on low score but high impact. Ensure that every resource can support student well-being. Technical tool is Canva, Google Form, and computer. Uh, External is both is school, youth union, and local sponsor. We promote the project through a fan page with weekly sports store around the school, school radio announcement, mini game during special holiday. This helps us reach more students, especially to those who need support, but are too shy to speak up. Like any community project, we face challenges. Student may hesitate to open up, or sensitive or more emotional issue require careful handling. Limited funding and balancing schoolwork and project work, but every challenges push you to grow stronger and more responsible.
We measure success through pre-project and post-project surveys, and the number of messages received, their participation in activities, their interaction on fan page. And we want to say that success for us is not number. It is seeing even one student feel less alone.
One of our biggest highlights is Balance Week, a full week of workshop, physical activity, urban conversations, sharing games. Is a celebration of connection, healing, and positivity.
Before we
We
end, we want to remind everyone pressure is not something we have to carry alone. We are here to listen, we are here to understand, and we are here to work with you. Listen,
understand
understand, and work
and work
together.
together.
Thank you for listening.
Oh, I have turned on the microphone already. Hello, congratulations, and I want you guys to give them a big applaud as uh, as much as you can. All right, they really did a great job. All right. Um, thank you, all of you too, once again. Um, with all of your effort that you put into your presentation. So based on what you have presented and your slides, so it is very clear that you have refined your project based on my previous feedback. And so a lot of things that I can see you put, you add into your, you know, your project. It makes your project more realistic um, mm, and practical. Yeah, and practical. Mm, that we can imagine how it works in the reality. Yeah, and one of our friends, are feeling is feeling peer pressure right now. Okay, I think I should turn on the camera. Wait me for a second. Okay, correct. Yeah, I think it is a very good presentation, and now I want to clarify some points that others can learn from your project and presentation. Yeah. The first one about the budget. I see you two have make it more detailed, right? And the budget around 9 to 10 million Vietnam dong is really mm, realistic. All right. Um, Moreover, you have addressed the safety concern by you know specifying the sessions. So you can turn to the slide. Uh, your project can be led by the psychology or education mentors and experienced teachers, right? So it removes the risk of students giving the incorrect psychological advice. Yeah, so it also mm, 1 point plus for your project. And especially the workshops that you planned to organize is really wonderful. Yeah, four different topics of your project is really necessary for the students nowadays. It's really good. Mm, about a slide, the presentation skills and your slide, I think it's not perfect as I imagined, but it's okay. It is clean, is consistent in color. Yeah, and it also shows that the meaning of your project. You all are aiming to the mental health project, right? Yeah, so the color you choose is the slide blue. Yeah, it really suits with the theme that you have chosen for your project. All right. Yeah. Mm, about the teamwork, I see the distribution of the presentation of you two is also very even for all of you two. I don't know behind the scenes that you have distributed the load of work is good or not. Yeah, but I see that you two have um, mm, collaborate with each other really well. Yeah. Um, about Wing, I have to say that you have improved a lot after my feedback since the last time, right? Your pronunciation has improved significantly. Yeah, I can hear how clearly you have practiced when you slowly pronounce the words and you want to make it right as much as you can. Yeah, it also really good. Um, yeah, I think your two projects, your project is realistic and is very practical to apply into the real life. I don't know how can you have the real image for your project. So you have implemented this project already, right? Or what? Or you just an mm, illustrated pictures?
Yeah, we have lunch workshop, but the next workshop we don't have enough burgers for the workshop, so that we can lunch the next workshop. Yeah, it's about the money.
Yeah. So that is the real project, right? It's not on
Yeah,
the plan or on the paper anymore.
yes, of course.
Yeah, cool. It's very great to hear. Um, to hear that information. So when you are really lucky to be in one's group, right? Okay, so now it's time for questions. I have some question for you. Okay, wait me for some minutes. Just okay. So are you ready? Yeah, the first one. I see that you plan to extend the project to May 2026, right? So how will you ensure the next group of students or the next cohort keeps the quality high as the as your cohort? So do you have any training manual or any materials that can be passed down to the next generation? Okay.
Yeah, in the process of my project, we continue to like we selected a lot of teenager that want to that want to join my project, and especially my especially the student in my school, and they can volunteer like part time so that they will know their implementation plan of our project.
Mm, any other measures that you can ensure your projects to be kept in the high quality? I want some more measures measure from you. So Wing, how about you? How about your opinion? Hi, hello. Do you want to answer? Okay, so one more question. Okay. Um, the question is also one of the criteria to 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 mark your scores. Yeah. So remember to make it as good as you can. All right. The last question for you. So okay, so um I want you to think about one situation that you are implementing the workshop. All right. You so the workshop is taking place. All right, and a student there is a student um, confessing his or her um, mm, problem during the workshop. For example, he or she can tell of one immediate danger that he or she is facing. Yeah. For example, a boy or a girl says that I am I am bisexual. I am sexual abused by my stepfather, for example. Yeah. So what would you do first when it takes place in the time of your workshop? So yeah, so tackle this situation.
That is a important and realistic question. Mm, I think if a student said her or his problem, first we will uh, we will share and acknowledge the student. Uh, yes, first I would thank for the student because they have they trust and they trust us and respect and that like they can say their say what um, what in her or his mind, and the next we not force public discussion, like we provide her or his support about their to to solve her problem.
Okay. So the answer of you is um, the organizer or you will be the one who would talk with this guy, right?
Yeah, we will respect and care for her or his.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Um, I think it's kind of sensitive situation, right? Mm, yeah, so it is hard for you to solve it. It's obvious. However, the one mainly important thing here that I want you to remember that sometimes there will be some emergent case or very sensitive cases that occurs in some sensitive time, yeah, in your workshop time, for example. But the best way for you to tackle this situation is to call to the counselor or their parent as soon as possible. Okay. Um, you should take the note of the situation that this guy tell you, but then immediately tell their parent or the school counselor or any mentors that have a good experience in this in solving this case. Yeah, and it's better for you to not be responsible for any danger or any bad consequences after this talk or this meeting or this workshop. All right.
Yes, thank you for your advice.
Okay. Thank you. So congratulations one more time, and I hope your project um, will be more will improve more and more in the future. Yeah. So and it's also the golden lesson for everyone else to learn from you too. Okay, thank you. And now I think we should turn on the camera and take one pictures together. Okay. And it is also our last period of EchoLingo. So so yeah. Cứ mở cam đi em. Cứ mở cam rồi em không cần không cần làm dáng cũng được. Những bạn khác nó gan lắm á. Hello Yoon, hello Wang. Okay, hi Chi. Okay, we Fang again. Have some more light. It's too dark. Hello Wang, hello Wing. Please turn on your camera to engage with us. The last time in this season. Hi Wing, hi Wang, where are you now? Hello? 30 seconds left. Okay. Yoon and Wee, have you done for your presentation already? Oh, well, what is the meaning behind this face? You are confident, right? You have nothing to say? Okay. Yeah, so now okay, it's time to take a selfie. So make the number 3 on your right hand. Uh yeah, so and do like me. Yeah, I don't know the reason why bún lèo ơi. We try our best, but I don't know where they are. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, another posture. Mm, heart icon. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so now you can turn off the camera. And now we will move to the next team of us. Yeah, with the with also an interesting topic. Yeah, so now please go on the stage, Đại Dương and Quý Phạn.
Yeah, I'm gonna share the screen.
Okay,
Can you hear me, teacher?
yes.
Yeah, you go first.
So good evening, teacher and everyone, and thank you for being here. I'm Da Young, and I'm here today with my teammates, Fan Kui. So welcome to our presentation. Uh, Let me start with a quick story. Wednesday morning 2 weeks ago, I saw one of my classmates. He looks completely all alone, like he was about to slip and slide into the darkness. He looked like he a nervous wreck, but he never said a thing because he didn't want to be judged or dismissed. But, ladies and gentlemen, my classmate is not an exception. We are living in the age of puberty. This is a confusing time of emotional volatility. Adolescents often prioritize peer approval over family bonding, turning homes into verbal battlegrounds. Parents feel like they are working on eggshells, and the silence creates a profound feeling of alienation. Parents absolutely remember the storm called puberty because they lived through it too, and they truly understand our emotions and the way we act like we do. However, they also had to navigate those feelings alone. They were left out. So many of them have struggles to know how to help us through this period. According to a report by UNICEF Vietnam, up to 29 of adolescents suffer from mental health. Even worse, suicide has become one of the leading causes of death for young people in our country. Why? Because when we feel all alone and disconnected, mm, we actually need connection, sympathy, and a place to feel safe. So that's several thoughts inspired my project, the Unspoken Archive, an anonymous space where students can answer one powerful question. One thing you can tell anyone one question, but it connects people more deeply than 100 small talks. Actually, this idea didn't just pop up out of nowhere. It was heavily inspired by Post Secret, a global phenomenon created by Frank Warren. He asked strangers to mail him their secret on postcards. The result, over 1 million people participated. It became a movement that saved lives and healed broken worlds worldwide. However, when I look at Vietnam, I realize that we have never had projects with a shared purpose like Warren's one. Although we have school confession, students just share some question about school, teachers, or eventually finding love. They are quite shy to share deep thoughts, mistakes, especially about gender and sexuality. What's more, here in Vietnam, teachers often just skip the lessons. We lack a dedicated space for expressing deep and raw vulnerability which is needed to sympathize and share from others. So that is why I decided to take action. I wanted to bring that healing magic here, but adapted for our own country, our struggling students right here in our schools. So now you might be wondering if this project is inspired by Close Secret. So what makes the Unspoken Archive unique? Let me highlight the three key differences that set our project apart. The first is dynamic thematic structures. Unlike Frank Warren's project, which is a general collection of postcards, we introduce weekly themes. This keeps the community focused and prevents the content from becoming clogged up with random thoughts. It allows us to dive deep into specific issues like academic pressure or family conflicts. The second unique point is from secret to solution. Post Secret is primarily an exhibition of secrets. Our project goes a step further by including silent struggles. We don't just display the problem, we actively seek words of encouragement and collective wisdom from the community to help the center compensate for their emotional pain. And the last unique point is cultural adaptation. We've adapted the postal model to a hybrid digital model suitable for Vietnam. By using English as a safe mask, we provide an additional layer of emotional safety that helps Vietnamese students who are often shy overcome the fear of being judged by their peers or teachers.
Okay, let me move.
Now we will
Okay, thank you for that your
now
presentation. Now I will move to the project's purpose. And beyond just an idea, what truly drives this project? What is essential for our community right now? Let's dive into core purpose and profound meaning behind the unspoken. achieve. The goal of this project is to build emotional connection and remind students that they are not alone, especially when school life feels like a double-edged sword. It's, it's meaningful because many students suddenly carry stress, fear, or personal struggles that lead to overwhelming anxiety, but offering a safe space for anonymous expressions. These projects helps lift their hidden burdens, breaks the circle of emotional isolation, and fosters deep sympathy across the school community. Okay, and the third part is that you will present.
Now that we've explored the project's deep meaning, let's move on to how we actually turn this emotion into action. About submission, we use a dual stream submission system via Google Forms. While the prompt for silent struggles remains open throughout the campaign to ensure a steady flow of responses, we introduce unspoken secrets theme every week to keep the discussion fresh and focused. Second is the 3-2-3-3-1 display cycle. In the first 3 days, we post that week's unspoken secret topic on our confession. After that, we collect the responses of students in both unspoken secrets and silent struggles. In the next 3 days, our team uses a strict curation process to maintain emotional safety. We eliminate any outrageous or toxic content, focusing only on deny vulnerability. After that, we post the selected struggles and secrets, then opening the floor for community discussion. Our team will actively provide words of encouragement and share experiences to guide a conversation. And in the final day, uh, on Sunday of the week, we synthesize the most touching secrets and the best community solution into a weekly archive on Canvas Lives. And about the interaction, through this circle, students don't just read, they reflect and heal. And again, we emphasize that we use of English acts as a safe mask, allow them to strip away their fear and realize they are never truly alone in their battles. Next is our specific output and the digital museum. To give you a clear picture, let me illustrate exactly how our collected stories will come to life as a unique digital exhibition, much like Frank Warren's, but adapted for our online community. The digital museum, unlike a physical museum like Frank Warren's, our exhibition exists as a dynamic digital museum on our project page, like Facebook or Instagram. We publish 3 to 4 meticulously designed posts per week. Each post is featuring the anonymized secret or struggle, presented with aesthetic typography and relevant imagery designed using Canva, and about the thematic archiving. Every single post will be tagged with a specific theme. For example, ha- hashtag family pressure, hashtag academic stress, hashtag hidden regrets. This thematic categorization ensures That's why we rotate content weekly. The entire archive remains organized and easily browsed by those seeking specific insights or connections. And about a visual mock-up, illustrate on slides. Uh, our project, imagine a beautifully crafted image on your screen right now. On the left, a faded, handwritten note saying, I secretly wish I could talk to my parents about my true feelings without them judging me. And on the right, below the text, a small hashtag reads hashtag family struggles. And the caption below on the Facebook post, week 4, the burden of unspoken words. How many of us feel this way? Share your thoughts below. This is how we transform raw emotion into an engaging, shareable piece of art. About the specific implementation and quantification to ensure the project is not just a vague idea, we have developed developed a specific publishing schedule and quantitative targets. Each week, we will publish 3 to 4 posts of silent struggles, problems, and unspoken secret one. Since we collect secret throughout the entire project, our weekly posts will be curated mix. Each post will feature a topic tag like hashtag family, hashtag self-love, so the audience can easily navigate the archive. Even if secret was submitted in week 1, it can still be featured in week 4 if it fits the theme. A healing gallery on Sundays. We will post a Canva gallery containing at least 10 selected responses. This ensures that in 8 weeks, we will have archived at least 80 unique stories of our community. And the last is the project measurement and KPIs. To evaluate the real impact of the unspoken archive, we have established a rigorous set of key performance indicators, focusing on both numerical reach and emotional depth. First is the activation KPI. We will officially launch the exhibition phase only after reaching a minimum of 50 submissions. This safety buffer ensures we have enough content to maintain momentum without any gaps. And about the engagement KPIs, about quantity, we target 150 total submission and reach of more than 1,000 interaction, likes, shares, comments by the end of week 8. About the quality, we aim for at least 5 consecutive comments per struggle post, moving away from mindless a shift to ignite bonding. About the loneliness scale, to measure change in behavior, we will conduct a before and after survey using a simple 5-point Likert scale. We expect a 20% increase in students reporting they feel more understood and less isolated after following the archive. And the last, we expected behavior outcome. We hope to see a shift from social withdrawal to active empathy. Instead of judging others as rebellious, we want our followers to start asking, what is the secret struggle behind that person's mask? So about the third of our slide, the, the fourth of our slide, we will move to Mr. Qui.
Okay, now we go to how will people benefit from the project? This project helps students and the wider community in several ways. In the individual, students realize that their struggles are universal. This sense of validation releases isolation, leading to less mindless panic. Community. The project strengthens community bonds by creating a shared achieve of human vulnerability. It goes without saying. The whole community becomes healthier and kinder. Practical. Teachers and counselors can use the achieve as a tool to see what students are truly facing, allowing them to compensate for any hidden issues. And now come to the target audience presented by you.
We have a clear operational roadmap, but who exactly are we building this safe space for? Who are the individuals that will benefit most from this shared archive? Let's identify our primary target audience. The primary audience is middle and high school students from 11 to 18 years old who are occupied with study pressures and social anxieties, especially those who feel left out, isolated, or overwhelmed. We are targeting the students who need someone to keep them company. And of course, teachers and counselors can also benefit because the project reveals what students are truly facing in a modern school environment. So now we will move on to the fifth, the to the weekly's the project results.
Okay, and now
We will
come to what resources or support will be needed. And knowing exactly who we are helping is the first step, but to turn this empathy into reality, we must move on to the practical resources and budgets required to sustain the project. Teacher away from me.
Sorry?
Oh yeah, I with the lost connection and
Oh, yeah.
I just okay, continue. And to keep the project accessible and sustainable, we avoid NASA level technology and focus on low cost, high impact model. Our resources are divided into three main categories. Firstly, human resources. I will recruit a small dedicated team of 4 trusted fellows. Our roles are clearly defined: one for content creation, one for graphic design, and two for community moderation to ensure emotional safety in the comments. Digital infrastructure. We utilize free but powerful platforms, including Facebook, Instagram for our exhibition hub, and Google Forms as our secure anonymous data collection tool. And come to the financial budget. We need item secret cash. We need about 200 handout for offline participants. It's cost about 50,000. Collection box. Materials for decoration like pens, recycled paper. It just cost approximately 20,000. Printing and logistics. Poster for school always. just relate to the soft link 30,000 and digital tools because we use free version of Canva, Google Fonts, and Meta Business. So it's called zero. And the total of our project just got about 100,000 Vietnam dong. Okay, now move to the where will the project take place. I invite Yun to present.
Now that we've covered the budget and the team behind the scenes, the next question is, where can our community find us? Let's explore the physical and digital environments where this project will come to life. We will operate on a hybrid model, combining both online and offline elements, but designed to be cost-effective and simple. The offline to serve as a tangible stepping stone for the project. We will distribute simple, handwritten secret cards to friends and classmates. And about the online, since printing QR codes is expensive and emails reveals identity, we use a smarter way. I will write a short link like bit.ly secret on the cards. Students simply write their secrets, snap a photo, and tie that short link to upload it anonymously to our Google form. No money needed, just creativity. However, I am fully aware of school regulations. Therefore, if there is any pushback from the school administration regarding the physical cards, I will immediately pause the offline activities and shift to 100% online to ensure the compliance. So now it's the middle quiz turns.
Okay, thank you. We come to the project duration. To maintain momentum and avoid the project becoming a lot of or losing public interest, we have condensed our timeline into a short, 8-week intensive campaign. Week 1 to 2, the foundation. We begin with the page setup and seed content. This is when my team submits the first 20 secrets to act as examples. Breaking the ice for others, we will also launch our applied secret cards during these 2 weeks to build a safe place of curiosity. Okay, come to week 3 to 7. It's about 2 months, the heart of the archive. This is the peak of the project. Every week, we release a new theme for unspoken secrets while continuously collecting silent struggles from student submission. By focusing on a 2-month duration, we raise a sense of urgency, encouraging students to share their stories before the archive closes. And we come to the week 8, this week on the legacy, conclusion of the project. In the final week, we start receiving new submissions and focus on the digital yearbook. We will synthesize the most moving and traumatized but cute stories into a short video celebrating our community's emotional honesty and the bonding we have achieved. And now we come to the 8 promoting project. I invite you to discuss.
So we don't have time left. So middle quiz, can you switch the slide to the conclusion? So, the conclusion, the end. Challenges may arise, but our commitment to this mission remains unshaken. As we draw this presentation to a close, let's reflect on the bigger picture and the lasting impact we hope to leave behind. To conclude, the Unspoken Archive is more than just a project. This is a small remedy for emotional loneliness, a reminder that we are all human, and a safe space for honesty in the busy modern world of school life. It shows that sometimes it only takes one question, one honest answer to change how we see one another and strengthen our community. So thank you for listening. I'm absolutely on board with any questions you may have.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your presentation with high effort. Yeah. So first of all, congratulations to the team on finishing your presentation. Yeah, in the previous round, only Đại Dương presented, but today, Phan Quý, you had really stepped up and fulfilled your responsibility as a team member, right? So it's great to see both of you sharing the stage. Okay, so however, I have to be strict about your slides. Honestly, they are not beautifully pleasing yet, and there are several design errors that make it hard for the audience to feel and understand for your content. Okay, so I will talk first about the visuals and designs of your presentation, okay? I will share a slide. So here. Okay, so now can you see? Have you seen my slide already? Okay. Okay, here are some errors, design errors, yeah, that I think you need to correct. Let's see. Yeah, for example, you see, this is the readability error, right? Thầy thầy nói tiếng Việt nhé, là sẽ có rất nhiều slide mà các bạn bị cái lỗi là nó sẽ gây khó đọc cho người xem. Nó có thể gây một trong những nguyên nhân gây khó đọc ấy là do các bạn không có làm nổi bật được cái chữ. Thì hồi nãy đầu giờ thì thầy chỉ có kịp làm được vài slide cho các bạn thôi. Thì ví dụ như cái chữ này nè, các bạn có thể làm nó nổi hơn, rõ ràng nhìn vô thì chỉ thấy được cái chữ này là nó nổi nhất, đúng không? Mặc dù nó cũng không có nổi lắm, nhưng mà cái này nó nổi nhất, trong khi cái tiêu đề chính của mình nó phải là cái trên đây. Nó phải là cái tên của cái project của mình, nhưng mà các bạn nhìn vô đi đọc rõ ràng nó giống như là một cái background thôi. Cái tên dự án của các bạn là Unspoken Archive, đúng không? Thì các bạn phải làm sao cho này nó nổi nhất chứ. Nhưng cuối cùng cái slide này lại nổi nhất là cái dòng chữ này, mà cái dòng chữ này nó lại không nổi được thiệt sự nổi trên cái nền này khi các bạn phối màu đỏ với cái màu nền như thế. Yeah, so instead you can do like that. Bạn có thể thêm một cái viền cho nó, đúng không? Một cái viền màu trắng là tự nhiên nó sẽ nổi lên thôi. Right? Rồi tương tự như vậy với cái tiêu đề ha, các bạn có thể sửa lại. Nè, hồi nãy là thầy có thêm cho các bạn một vài ví dụ giống như trên đây đi. Cái chữ màu trắng trên cái nền mà nó cũng sáng trưng như vậy nữa, các bạn nhìn đâu có được thấy được cái heading đâu. Rồi hồi nãy là không có cái này luôn nè, là nó gì nè. Đó, đúng không? Rồi tương tự với này cũng vậy ha. Hồi nãy cái này là màu đỏ nè. Đó, xong rồi không có effect nè. Đó là các bạn coi nè. Đây là một cái kiểu bị overlaps ha. Này là text overlap, cái lỗi là text overlap là chữ chồng lên chữ á, rõ ràng là cái nền này. Anyway, I have to say that you have make a very good use of AI technology to prompt a lot of images that support for your slide. However, the way you prompt it, it it doesn't really support for your content on this slide. Okay, là các bạn tạo ra những cái slide mà nó lại có chữ như thế này thì nó sẽ lại bị chồng lên, các bạn thấy không? Thứ nhất là về màu sắc không ổn, và thứ hai về nội dung nó cũng bị chồng lẫn với cái nền luôn nè, thấy không? Cho nên là chỗ này phải chỉnh lại ha. Rồi cái này nè, hồi nãy là nó không có effect nè, là nó cũng màu trắng ở dưới nền, cũng là một cái dạng màu xám. Thì các bạn cần phải tăng cái độ contrast hơn thì nó mới nổi được cái chữ. Thì tăng độ contrast bằng cách nào? Hoặc là nền tối chữ sáng, hoặc là nền sáng chữ tối, đúng không? Hai là các chữ cái này các bạn có thể tăng cái độ bóng cho nó nổi lên nè. Đó, ok chưa? Rồi một vài cái các bạn bị mắc cái lỗi về margins ha. For example, đây cái lỗi overlap đấy nha, rất là khó đọc luôn, đúng không? Cái nền tối mà cái chữ cũng tối nè. Rồi cái nghĩ sau này để một cái nền như thế này trên một cái chữ màu đỏ trên cái nền như thế này, rồi trong khi tiêu đề nó lại là thật là nhỏ nằm ở một cái góc như thế này nữa thì nó rất là bị kỳ. Và chúng ta khi thiết kế á, chúng ta không có làm cho nó tràn ra cái viền như thế này nha, nó là một cái lỗi margins ha, là mình không có canh lề á, các bạn không có canh lề nha. Your design is too close to the edge, nó bị quá sát cái viền đi. Và you need to leave more breathing room. Trong thiết kế á, khi mình làm ra một cái sản phẩm thì nó cần phải có những cái khoảng thở. Thì ví dụ giống như cái này là nó không có một cái khoảng thở luôn, không có breathing room luôn, không có một cái không gian để thở. Nó rất là chật chội và chữ thì nó rất là chi chít, đúng không? Ha. Nên là nó không có làm nổi bật được cái nội dung. Là ví dụ như đây là cái lỗ margins nè, nó bị tràn sát cái mé luôn. Trong khi là khi các bạn ví dụ như thầy làm ra một cái slide mới như thế này đi, thì thầy tạo ra một cái thầy ví dụ như thầy copy cái hình này đi, thì các bạn thấy không nè, nó lúc nào nó cũng sẽ có hiện ra một cái margin cho mình, là mình chỉ thiết kế trong cái vùng này thôi, chứ mình đừng có tràn ra ngoài đây, mình đừng có tràn ra ngoài đây, mình thiết kế trong cái vùng này thôi, nó sẽ đảm bảo được cái độ hiển thị cho cái slide của mình nó tốt nhất nhé. Đó, lúc nào cũng vậy, nó sẽ luôn có cái phần mà safe zone cho mình mà. Rồi mấy này thì lại quá nhiều chữ nè, mấy này quá nhiều chữ. Rồi cái này có cái để nói nữa, nhà xíu để nói tới. Đấy, anyway thì vẫn có một cái compliment cho các bạn là các bạn tận dụng được AI ha, để làm ra rất là nhiều hình ảnh, nhưng mà nó cũng không có đồng bộ về cái style á, cho nên là nhìn nó cũng không có được chuyên nghiệp. Nên là rút kinh nghiệm ở cái chỗ này thầy mới nói về hình thức thôi ha. Ok. Rồi bây giờ yeah, so now we will move on to the ok, một cái lỗi nhỏ khác đi, to the typo. Ok, typo là lỗi chính tả đó. Typo ha, typo đó là typing errors đó, typo là typing errors ha. Rồi có nhiều lỗi chính tả lắm nghe. Cái này các bạn làm không có dò lại hay gì nè, trong khi cho đến 2 tuần mà không có dò lại. Ví dụ như slide đây, slide số 11 nè, cái chữ gì vậy, này là chữ gì nè, consistently nè, better này là cái gì, right? So I know you mean consistently feature, but it is not correct at all. Yeah. Slide 22. Đây, necessary recourses. What does that mean? You mean resources, right? Yeah, so check again nhé. Rồi hãy để cho bạn tự check nha. Rồi slide number 28. Mm, recycled. Where's that? 28. I see what đây here. Cái này thì lỗi về ngữ pháp. I see I see what you are saying chứ không phải là I see what are you saying. Mình đang là tôi hiểu những gì bạn đang nói. Thì là I see what you are saying. Còn what are you saying là một câu hỏi mà tôi hiểu bạn đang nói gì. Nó đâu có nghĩa đâu. Đúng không? Cho nên là lỗi chính tả, lỗi ngữ pháp mấy này là phải chỉnh ha. Okay, so next about the content, I think there is also one more critical weakness of your presentation is here about a budget. Okay, about a budget. To be honest, this seems unrealistically low. Yeah, 100,000 Vietnam dong. I don't think it is suitable for your project to be executed. To print 200 sacred cards with the high quality and to print the materials for decoration, I don't think it ranges just from 70,000 Vietnam dong. Yeah, it costs more than that, right? So I think you two should research the price more carefully in the next time. So you can adjust the total budget of your presentation, your project, to about 300,000 Vietnam dong or 500 Vietnam dong. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, you have completed the presentation and you have also transition as what I have feedback for your project in the previous session. Yeah, and it's really a good change. To be more specific, that is the change in the time for your project, right? From 20-week plan, yeah, to only đâu rồi. Còn đâu hình như cái này 7 weeks mà thôi ha. 20 week plan thành còn có 8 week plan thì đó là một cái phần thầy đã góp ý trong buổi trước nhé, thì các bạn có chỉnh lại thì thầy ghi nhận chỗ này. Yeah, so các bạn có muốn nhận câu hỏi không? Ok, hỏi ha. Sao mà cái mục tiêu là chỉ vì point sao vậy Dương? Nghe câu hỏi để mà mình thử thách bản thân mình thêm, mình có cơ hội được phản xạ hơn. Trời ơi. Alright. Okay, so now I have a question, only one question for you about the time here. Okay. From week 5 to week 6, it is in the middle of the project, right? So usually the interest of the participant normally drops after the lunch, just 1 week after the lunch, and they they are not really interested in the project anymore. So what is your specific plan to make students excited again in the middle of your project? Okay, so it's your turn. Các bạn hiểu ý thầy hỏi đúng không? Quý hay là Dương trả lời đây? Một bạn thôi. Ừ. Rồi mời Quý.
But can my team answer for?
Sorry.
I think if after 1 month after launching the project, you're right. The student might be more about the project, and I think that we will add that about the one that week 5 and week 6 we will receive on the problem they have in the life, such in several aspects, such as like in love or something like earning scholarship, how to earn scholarship, or more like how to be better in some sport, just like basketball or football, and also they can ask for the answer of their homework, just like that. It will enrich the interest of the project in the middle of the project. Yes, I think so.
Okay. Yeah, I think it is okay for me to have the answer or to have the total points for your project. Okay. Anyway, it's also a very good project, to be honest. Okay. Just there are some area that needs polishing. Yeah, it needs polishing. So just take note of all of them and to prepare better for the next time if we have the chance to meet again in other occasion. All right. Yeah. So hope my feedbacks can help you to be better, to be a better version of yourself in the future. So now, bye for now and see you tomorrow. Okay. Thank all of you guys once again for coming and supporting for our presenter, really great presenters and really great projects. And bye. Yeah, Eddie, tomorrow is the end of the EchoLingo project season number 3. Tomorrow is the last day. Okay, bye.